It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Intercepted.
So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They run. This is Cohen. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash. Should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Give them 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And it's up and good.
Ravens 10, Chiefs nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch 36 to Mike.
Mahomes now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Mahomes took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He was covered by...
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 30. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Down, Baltimore.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Jackson. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 15 yards on the play, first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he stops right around the 13. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Cohen. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Johnson now returning. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Johnson on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 41-yard line.
After 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17, Chiefs 7.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
It's going to be a long day. Easy. 48 smart. I'm going to run you.
Mahomes now on first down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Chiefs 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
Apparently, they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Mahomes. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
By Patrick Queen.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Travis Kelsey.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Throwing now is Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And, yes, out come the flags. So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
They'll run it with Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Oh, he's got T.Y. Hilton. Nobody to beat. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Elliott now to add the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Mahomes to throw. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll start with a give to Cohen. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On second and a yard, Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Could be four-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good.
Makes the score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. handoff. It's Cohen, and he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 31. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They try again with Cohen. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
4th down.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. Jackson. And he's got his man Hilton. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. 82. T.Y. Hilton, 30 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
They're on 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 35.
Flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Number 15, Patrick Mahomes on the keeper.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he'll drop this down to Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, defense.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
36. 36 to Mike. Hey, Ripley. Mike, 36.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Chiefs 20.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Patrick Mahomes sacked.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Lamar Jackson.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. jdbash with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the ice. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big fun.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Check 1 and 2, man. That's good. That guy's good.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I got it. 180.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Jake Elliott.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This taken in about 4 yards deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
The score, Ravens 61, Chiefs 27.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Mike, check, 59.
And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 5'9". Let's go.
And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Ravens send their punter out now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 40.
One final try for Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers.